What's up, 10 Scale Squad? Welcome back. So as you know, I am a big fan of budget spec. I love these smaller, cheaper RCs because you can go out, have a blast with them, put them through their paces, run them flat out all the time, and at the end of the day, it's not a very big investment. And you guys have been begging me to get something from these guys. This is a Bonzai. I never really heard of Bonzai before, but a lot of you guys were mentioning them to me. So I picked up this. This is the 141-600. So this is a 14th scale buggy, and I just got it. And in this video, we're going to run it, we're going to speed test it, and we're going to take a look at it next to its main rival, the WLToys 144001. We're going to look at how they're similar, how they're different, and which one, if any, is right for you. Let's do it. So let's get the boring stuff out of the way. When it comes in just a regular old cardboard box, nothing fancy. You get the manual with a charger, USB charger, a little wheel wrench, the transmitter, the car itself, and a little itty bitty battery. It's just a little 2-cell lithium ion, but the way that it goes in and out is pretty clever. You've got this little arm here and this little latch, and you just move the latch over, flip this thing up, and boom, there's the battery. Really easy to get to. It does use this little mini Tamiya plug, which isn't super duper common. You've got this little foam block here that you can take out if you want to put a bigger battery in it. So inside, it looks like a lot of other four-wheel drive off-road buggies. We got a 35 amp ESC receiver combo. We've got a 390 size brushed motor. Now I know you're thinking, oh man, can I fit a brushless motor in there? Yeah, probably, but you know, if you're just getting into the hobby, there's nothing wrong with a brushed motor. Hashtag brushed motors matter. All the links are plastic. The shocks are not oil-filled, but it looks like you could put oil in them. It's got this super robust wing on the back, and it comes with this body. And what do they call this? The Jabatus? Jabroni? It's probably not pronounced jabroni, but you know. The wheels are a pretty standard affair for buggies. You know, this is like a pin tire type design. Pretty soft compound, or maybe a medium compound. I don't think they're going to wear super duper fast. But there are no foams in the tires. But considering the 14th scale size, I don't think that's going to really hurt anything. And of course, you know, this is a pretty standard size tire, so literally the aftermarket options for wheels and tires are endless. In fact, I put some drift wheels and tires on this thing and was sliding it around, and it looked pretty cool. The shocks are fully adjustable, and when I put the drift tires on there, I was able to like slam this thing, and it had a really, really cool looking stance. I liked it a lot. So overall in the looks department, it looks really, really similar to another RC. Can you think of what it is? Check this out. This is the Arma Typhon, and especially in this color, I mean, you can see that they took a lot of styling cues right from the Arma. It's almost like a little mini Arma. Nothing wrong with that. The Typhon is, in my opinion, one of the best looking 8th scale buggies. So it's not going to be terribly fast, but it should be pretty durable considering we don't have any metal links. All the links on this are plastic, and there's not very many like turnbuckles. We've got metal steering links, but it should be pretty robust. But of course, we want to know why you would buy this as opposed to the WLToys. So I think before we talk about their differences, we should probably talk about their similarities. Obviously, there are both 14th scale four-wheel drive off-road buggies. They're both similar in price. The WLToys is a little bit more expensive. Both of these are pretty good quality. Parts are pretty much readily available if you know where to look. And the WLToys has a pretty big cult following. And according to you guys, it seems like the Bonzai is starting to get a pretty big following as well. And of course, they look really similar, right? The transmitters are pretty much identical. And the electronics inside are very, very similar. They both use a 2-in-1 ESC receiver combo. But let's examine the ways that they are different. First and foremost, the WLToys feels like it's a little bit just better quality. It's a little bit heavier, and you get a lot more aluminum parts. Obviously, the chassis on the WLToys is aluminum. The chassis on the Bonzai is plastic. The WLToys has oil-filled shocks, whereas the Bonzai does not. The WLToys just has this real flimsy Lexan wing, whereas the Bonzai has, in my opinion, the better wing. This feels really nice, looks better, and yeah, definitely feels better. Let's take a look inside and see what sets them apart inside. This is the biggest difference here. The WLToys uses a 540 size brushed motor, and it goes like the clappers. The servo in the WLToys is a little bit faster. And of course, the WLToys comes with a Dean's connector, so it will be a little bit easier to find aftermarket or third-party batteries should you want to investigate that avenue. The tires on the WLToys are foam-filled. They're a little bit softer compound, a little bit more grippy of a compound, and I like them better. But there is absolutely no denying that the Bonzai, in my opinion, looks better. So that is enough talking about them. It's all fun and dandy to see them on the workbench, but that's not what these were made to do. Let's go smashing.